As a guy, you can't shut down, right? You can't go into some shell when people start criticizing you. You have to be able to take it on the chin. And especially if it's true, right? If they're what they're saying about it is true, you can't be like, oh, they're just I shouldn't listen to them at all. If they're saying you're fat, right? You should be like, I am fat. I should probably change that, right? Use their negative energy that they're giving you to become a better person. Let's delve into an actual example, right? Let's say people are calling you fat, or people are calling you ugly, or they're calling you both, right? What do you do in that situation? First of all, if it's not true, then who cares, right? They're just talking. Like if you're like some giga chad and they're calling you fat, then it's like why would you care about that, right? But if it is true, right? Here's how you should respond. Either you just don't, right? You just ignore them, or you respond in a calm manner to where you are above them, right? You're not going down to insults. You're not like, oh yeah, well you're short or well you're dumb. You're just like, be like, okay. Like show that it doesn't affect you. Show that like their opinion, their negative criticism is like nothing to you, right? Just respond calmly if you do it all. And also use what they say to help you in the future, right? If somebody's calling you fat, somebody calling you ugly, take that like, okay, maybe I am fat, maybe I am ugly, and actually improve on that so that they can't say it anymore. If you respond the same way that they are, if you respond to criticism with criticism, then you're at the same level they are, right? And they're chumps, right? If they're calling you fat, if they're calling you ugly, then they're probably not the highest level people, right? And of course, if they're trying to help you, like there's a difference between good criticism and bad criticism. Like for me and my friend, right, I'll criticize him because I'm trying to help him be better, and I make sure that he knows that. I'm not just calling him fat. I'm not just calling him like immature. I'm actually trying to help him like physically, right? And there's a difference between that. That's people you want to be around. People who are criticizing you, but also trying to help you at the same time. The people that are like the chumps that are just criticizing you, just like you're fat, you're dumb, you're weird, stuff like that. Like what they could be saying is true, but the way that they're actually conveying that message shows that they don't care and that they're just like low level people. Pretty much, just don't hate back on them. You get what I'm saying? Because that'll just bring you down to their level. You have to be above them. You have to be better. I have a specific example in my life with my friend, right, who I'm not dissing him at all, right? I actually made this video in hopes that one day, maybe when I tell him about this channel, he'll see it and actually improve himself in this way, right? Or like it'll help him mentally, right? One sec. What's y'all barking at? My bad. But yeah, I have this friend and he's trying to improve himself, right? He's in the gym, but he's not at his destination, right? He's still fat, right? He's still, he's just started, so he hasn't made much progress. He's lost like 20 pounds, which is good, but he still has a lot more to go. So if I described you just now, a guy who is trying to improve himself, but hasn't gotten to where it's noticeable yet. Like you're in the gym, but you can't really notice, or you've started like gratitude journaling, or you've started any productive habit, but it's not like conceivable growth. Here's my advice to you. Any criticism that you receive about like how you used to be, you shouldn't let that affect you, because let's say if you were fat and you're not trying to help yourself at all, I get like being like mad at that criticism. But because you're trying to improve yourself, because you're trying to improve yourself, don't like that criticism doesn't really apply to you. Like, yeah, they can call you fat, but if you're exercising, if you're working out, then that doesn't hurt you, because they're like, you're not that person anymore. You're a fat person, right? But mentally you're trying to become better, and mentally you're trying to get to this new destination of being a fit person. So it's not really, shouldn't affect you, right? Is what I'm trying to say. Also, what I'd like to say is that if you want to really like reach that goal, what you need to do is just focus on self-improvement solely, right? Every day, as hard as you can, exercise, take care of yourself, like skincare, stuff like that. Stuff that will improve yourself. And if you just do that, let's say for like 3 months, right? Just full on every single day, like limit all your bad habits, like become the best version of yourself, good sleep, good eating, stuff like that. If you do that, then you'll probably not be fat anymore, right? Or you'll get a lot more progress than you think, right? But yeah, that's all I got for this video. Just to go over the key points again, I don't know, I want to make sure I hit everything that I wanted to. First thing, right? The way to receive criticism: either do not respond, or respond in a way that makes you better than them, right? If you respond in a calm, respectful manner, then it really shows how low level they are, because they're attacking you for no reason, right? They're just if they're just like saying, hey, you're fat, it's like, okay, well, you're down here. Oh, yeah, okay. It's like, you get what I'm saying? If you respond in a good way, then it kind of lowers their level. Like, not in the video, I'm just saying, like, that's how it kind of works. That's, like, if I see some dude, hey, you're fat, and it doesn't affect the other person, then the guy who insulted looks a lot weaker. Pretty much just any criticism that you receive, take it on the chin, especially if it's true. If it's not true, then you can just laugh at them like, who cares? You're calling me fat. I'm like, I'm 160 lean. And the third thing, right? Use that energy that they're using against you for your own cause, right? If somebody's calling you fat, like just for me personally, if somebody's calling me fat, and it's true, then I'm gonna be like, okay, bet, give me 6 months, right? Use their negative energy to empower yourself to actually want to improve yourself. Understand that what they might be saying is true, own that, and be like, okay, I'm gonna be better now. Try to speak through your actions, not your words, right? Because it's like, you know how cool that is, right? Somebody calls you fat, and then 5 months later, you're like a whole different person, and you never insulted them, you never mean to them, you just like, they can't say it anymore. That's kind of cool, right? Like, I don't know if that's just me or not, but yeah, that's how you respond to criticism. Calmly, respectfully, and just work on yourself to where they can't say that criticism anymore. Don't respond to criticism with criticism. That's all I got. If you want to learn how to be saved, I have a video here. If you want to learn how to start self-improvement, I have a video here. Thank you for watching. Praise God.